I found him. This is the entire time I've been trying to get a good picture, close picture of Tintir, thinking that he had to be this person. See his eyebrows? I was staring at those eyebrows before he acted a butt. Oh no, I didn't want that to record. Doggone it. It's everything's gonna be unconfirmed from now on. Okay. So now, after putting it all together, I went to the Social Security office right after that took place, and to request documentation, the birth certificate, Social Security card for my girls, and also on PIV. And the girls I requested over in Vancouver. And instead of one of mom's, I went and just requested a new one. That's when I found out what happened to my baby. This is crazy. That is when I found out that my name was tied in with somebody that was born on the same day. Same name, but she was Caucasian in Champaign, Illinois. So we made, it was booth C downtown. I think at Jam Hill. Made an appointment, went in. I sat there, was able to get in touch with this person on the phone, and we sat there for almost an hour and some, and he marked off all of her jobs that she said was hers, and marked off all of mine. And my Social Security card was 337543050. And he said there was a 3020 that was being used or something. So this is crazy. Anyway, I weaned my girls. My roommate, I made a chart. And I said, well, my sister-in-law has always been there. She was there when my kids be born in the hospital, but she wasn't there when I had the last two at home. He said, so who'd you pick? And I said, the safest is my uncle. If they find out I have kids, they can mess with me. And so he said, why not your mom's house? And I said, they bickered too much. The air is too thick. And I don't want my girls to have that unseen energy. I didn't know it was this bad. And my uncle, one day I saw him at my dad's, when I think my main coat over there, he said, if you ever need any help, Kim, bring the girls over. Or, I'll help you out and watch them for a while. But he didn't know at that time what had taken place. So then I called him. I dotted my I's and crossed my T's. I told him, I said, until I find out what's going on, I've never been in trouble like that before. When I find out what's going on, then I'll let you know. I don't know if I'm going to be gone 2 months or 2 years, Uncle. I haven't seen Uncle Kenny since my drivers were suspended. I don't even see those on there. Driver while suspended and failure to appear. The Judge Haas is when I saw him in the tower. I was the first, I guess, to get sentenced because that man sticking needles and crap in me, they're forgetting they have in me, and then I'm itching, feel like things are on my skin afterwards. That was not even healthy because I was getting the ride home and they said the man had something in my cut. It was stupid, but the cop's name was Hollins, Officer Hollins. I knocked on the window. He hadn't even put his key in the ignition. And he said, and you asked if he knew me or something stupid. Right, I saw my dad's place. And he said, you have any ID on you? I never carry ID. I'm a nonconformist. You go trail me, and that was back then. But no, there's barcodes, so something was being done, and we weren't using them in the store. And so I don't carry my ID. So then he asked me, he said, where were you born? I said, here in Oregon, Montgomery County, up on the hills, a dollar baby. He said, what's your social security number? I said, 337-543-050. He ran it. Then he snatched his glasses off, and he said, you weren't born here. At that time, um, I was just training for a managerial position at City Consumer Services in Beaverton. I was 22 years old. And he arrested me for that. And he kept telling, you know who I am. You know who I am. I'm like, no, I don't. My uncle's a cop, but I don't know you. I know some twins yelling Kelly, but I don't know you. So then he goes, he's digging in my purse. He's in the front seat digging in my purse. And he said, so what's this? That's a baking soda. He said, so if I test this, you going to tell me it's baking soda? I said, yeah, next to it's a toothbrush. I smoked cigarettes back then. And so I was constantly, I'm going to brush my teeth. I don't care if the baking soda going to take the enamel off. I'm going to peroxide and brush my teeth. And being an introvert growing up, I had to rinse my mouth with hydrogen peroxide because I created bacterial mouth infections in my own bacteria because I didn't talk. But anyway, back to the story. That's when he took me downtown. And they gave me a 55-5-55. That means to be held until the judge showed up. They put me on a Judge Haas program. The attorney didn't want me to. He didn't even want me to walk off from that. He said, "This guy does this kind of stuff all the time. So I want you to fight it." And I'm in finance. I am not trying to mess up and put a felony on my record. I am training to be a manager. So they said there's a new program. They gave all of us a Judge Haas thing and told us where to go. I went a couple of times and we're sitting there, and I noticed she pulled some of the pins out of her right pocket, some out of the left. So I'm looking around. There's two bins over there. I'm watching who she puts in which bin. One was red with the skull on it, a cross skull with bone scroll. So she took him out of this Caucasian lady. She put him in the white bin. Took him out of this other person that was Caucasian too. We put him in the red bin. So I had to pay attention to who he was and where he was from. Everybody in the Judge House program had pins that she got out of her left pocket, and she put in the skull, the bin to not be recycled. So the next time I went, I sat next to the lady that was there when we were there before. Somehow we was on the same schedule. I said, so what are you here for? She said, girl, I'm trying to stop smoking cigarettes. Huh? I said, so it's voluntary. This other lady, lose weight, voluntary. We were sent by the judge, and they can recycle our things. So I'm feeling like hairs all over my body one day, my face, my skin. I called my dad. My dad said, when she put the pin in your ear, she must have drug it on the outside, but you have your own little bacteria, and whatever it is that was on the tip, it could be brushed against her jacket or just your own ear sweat, and it's going to push the other bacteria out. And he said it feels like little hairs. So I told him I wasn't going to go back. That was crap. That's how I got that first one. Not because I had drugs on me and run out of no dope house. You know, I had failure peer Judge House program. I ain't get no false information. I don't see none of those on there. I think I've had about 5 of them. Failure peer Judge House program. But you will let me out on 5:55 at 5 if you let me out at 2:30 in the morning. You don't let me out at 2:30 in the morning, you think I'm going to come back at 8. I really don't think so. I asked for another program. This black judge said, I feel, I'd been in there 8 days already. It was around holiday time. So I feel you're trying to make a mockery of the system. and you're the first person I'm going to sentence on this stop program. I start crying. I was shackled and 13 days. I wiped my eyes. Oh, okay, I can do that. I can do that. So he sent me out to Inverness. 13 days, but I had done 8, and judge was gone until Wednesday. It happened on a Thursday, and judge was gone until Tuesday, Wednesday, and people said 10. But anyway, I'd been there 8 days, but he said no credit time served. So that was that. I ended up with that mark on me. It was a PCS, possession. No, you said a PC, possession. But when they read it back from the DA's office records, they say 1992, possession of a crystal substance. Asbestos. It wasn't even a plastic. It was in a piece of tissue, just balled up, stuck in a zipper of my purse on the side with a little short toothbrush. So somebody said that's going to get you in trouble because you're going to burst in ammo. I didn't know. They got me in trouble with a cop that insisted that I knew him and insisted that I was not born here in the United States of America. They didn't say why. Okay. So in 2000 is when I filled out the stuff to get that. And he said they were going to get in touch with me. I went back. Was it March or February? I have my planner here, my original dates. I called and set an appointment. They couldn't find it. I said, you guys couldn't give me an my statement and send me a social security card, and you didn't. Another card with Oregon, and I said, I have some things to handle. And so he said, it was to get a job. He said, I can't find it anywhere. I said, well, she was sitting right here, and she went to that drawer. I think there was Casey from. She went to that drawer, and she got it out. There was a whole bunch of files in there. He said, see, there's nothing here. We're moving to this other area, and it's empty behind me. Look, everything was empty. He said, this drawer right here. And he pulled it open. There was my file in that drawer. A year later. That was going to be my first thing I was going to fight to build a platform for Autumn's case. You know? Was they fucking with me already then? Is Kimberly Ann Spencer in Illinois? The first was a mistake, but now this carry on? Because it says that she died in 2018. They have charges in 2022. They have me at a false information at 2010. I wasn't even here. Well, I got back sometime, but I didn't have a car and I still don't. After going through all this crap, I don't drive. I was on medication. I don't drive. But anyway, you have her with violent treatment and bad treatment against a minor in 1994. So you've incorporated in 1994, and with 1994 with me, some kind of way for some fucked up reason. Whatever is going on, you studied the same law that I did. You know? The same. And you know what I don't understand? You're teaching at colleges. You're giving lectures. You're with the military. You're probably the motherfucker that's in my stuff. I have not been able to find Andrade until I got into one of the links that only a judge or .edu could get into. That's where all of its stuff is. Because you're using it for your classes. Are you going to have a tough time proving this shit? I don't care who you are, Harvard, Yale, I don't give a fuck. Did you see these eyebrows? Is this your baby? Is this your baby? How about this one? Is this her? And didn't let me bury my babies and coddle them, and you knew the truth because of what you have allowed to take place and jamming that man up, and you're the one that shows up, you're not going to shut me up. I'm not going to shut up. I'm not going to be one of your research, social stratification researchers that I'm doing. That's what I'm working on. So you don't use me. And the reason why you're using me is the reason why I decided to take the criminal law class. You know? And I'm never going to stop. I'm going to tag and flag somebody, have somebody backing out of their homes like this is a fucking game. Have your students in my stuff. Or you prove it wasn't you. Because I have 2 military IP addresses that are confirmed. And any and everything that you do and take away and send something else out that's not, I have a trail on all that shit. I have a camera on this camera. So you take and search for your IP addresses. You are foul. And if it wasn't you, you know about it because you were there on Andrade's 2009. Bernstein. I saw Bernstein's name at the bottom of one of these juvie documents. You can't do that shit. I don't even know that man. I've never seen him before in my life. You're flipping through shit and you're talking in that room, and I'm trying to figure out, why are you torturing me, taking me here? You didn't even let me out to bury my baby. If you promised not to go around your sister-in-law, I'll let you out to bury your baby. I found you just today. The whole time I thought you were sincere. Look at that. That was mean. So you put together a case for an example for your students. I hope they learned something because I'm a student of the law too, and I'm going to bury you. Oh, sugarcoated, you can say it nicer. How in the fuck can I? Where's my baby at, boo? Where in the fuck is my child?